All right, we're live.
Oh no.
The terror
Yeah, I know.
begins.
It's you really should just go elsewhere because we're just going to let you down, and it's going to be a creepy kind of stream. It just is. It's just
We
there's
will
gonna
let you
be some
down.
things that are.
We will give you up. We will hurt you.
Yeah, I promise none of those things. But hey, we are playing some Lankhmar, some DCC Lankhmar tonight. We ended near the end of the No Small Crimes module, which is module 0 in the setting. So we're going to finish that off tonight. We're going to do the downtime charts again, and then we will roll into the next module. At least that's the plan. But we'll see how it goes. So before we get started, Chuck, you got any preamble? You got any pre-roll you want to do there?
No, I'm playing Courage. I hit things.
There you go. That works. Jeremy, how about you? Who are you playing tonight?
We're playing Montgomery, the Baker Basher of Beat Street.
Another person that beats things. Yeah. There's that.
But I beat bread. I don't beat my meat.
Yeah. And
those are
playing
words.
ugly tonight is
Jake for the Defenders of Cobalt. I am playing Kenneth Lee, aka Ugly, because he was a failed gambler with an unhandsome face. He is now a warrior with a less than agile, less than sturdy frame. But he is lucky.
Oh no.
and playing the character that in no way resembles Pee Wee Herman.
That would be me, Raul Pubins. He's a weird guy. He got a very distinct voice and laugh, I should say. But he just likes to have fun, really. Even if that fun is perhaps in the jaws of danger.
Or in darkened movie theaters. And Dan, before he dies in the end, who will you be playing?
I may be dying sooner. I'm Dan with the absolutely fucked computer.
Hey, PG-13.
I'm getting that curse word just out of the way, right out of the gate. I can't get in to change my background to match everyone else because Zoom is doing its thing. But I'm Steve, the guy.
Yes.
Technically a trapper. And nothing else, really. I mean, let's be real.
And next time you badmouth China, you just remember what Zoom will do to you. You just remember.
Zoom do what it do to me all the time.
All right. So your characters.
I can't even open it up.
When we started this shenanigans last time, the first thing we did was roll on the carousing table, and some of you are under the effects of what went on with that table. So just to remind everyone, Jeremy, your character cannot harm a living being.
That's totally cool. It's no problem.
Yeah. Daniel, Mr. Average is average, and nothing special is happening to Daniel's character anyway. Jake found out that he cannot fail a saving throw or a luck check, as he attracted some attention from the deities. They apparently enjoy watching his shenanigans and eat popcorn and just make sure he stays alive. Eddie started with a massive hangover and broke. Every coin to his name was either extorted, robbed, or lost at a wagering table, but he did come away with contract, the lease, not lease, but the what would we call it? The deed to a fabulous townhouse in a not so bad quarter of Lankhmar. That's how we got to the adventure location.
Welcome
Joe,
to Casa de Pubins.
Yes. Be careful how you pronounce that. Joe, who is not here with us tonight. His brother came into town and quickly got snatched up by the Thieves Guild, and Joe's character needs to bring back a ransom of 149 gold before midnight tonight, or they execute his brother. Guess his brother's out of luck. Chuck, carousing with a rival's gal.
Yeah.
As long as you keep her happy, she won't do bad things to your reputation or body.
Okay. I can handle that.
Yeah. So that is what everyone has going forward into this adventure. And then last time, let's see here. Well, you got shrink to a very diminutive size. You are exploring after you found out the prior wizard's residence, who's left behind a whole bunch of little nasty little traps, including his house cat, who you cleverly were able to lock in a room with some humanish sized rat men.
The important thing was Jeremy raged against the machine.
Yes,
Oh,
Jeremy,
absolutely. It was
you
fantastic.
found the mage's alchemical laboratory with his construct. Jeremy was able to get up in there and cause all kinds of damage,
Yeah.
eventually being ejected out of the bolt hole in the rear end of the construct. And some of you are now back to regular size after taking some potions and, well, being rebuilt by the matter at hand, which in case of all of you was bits of countertop, retorts, glass, some really chemicals that you probably didn't want to have incorporated into your bodies. Mr. Poobin.
I mean, Jeremy's the real one here.
Right. So we're ending, if you're on the map there, guys, in room 3-2 after destroying that construct. Who is normal size now and who is not?
I'm normal sized with accessories.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I was normal sized or not. I knew I was up there and I knew I took a potion.
Do you have any constitution damage marked down?
No, I don't have any stamina hurt.
Stamina damage, yes. Sorry.
Maybe I was getting ready to turn big.
Yeah, so if you don't have any stamina damage written down, then you didn't take the potion, because that's part of it.
Okay.
Having
I have stamina damage.
having pieces of countertop incorporated into your new mass causes all kinds of havoc with your system. So we'll pick it up there, guys. We will say Joe's character is around, but really not offering any insight into tonight's mission.
Okay.
All right.
He was
there
a
you go.
slacker, anyways.
Yeah.
I remember there being a small door in this room with the man-sized metal man.
Mhm.
And I, still being small, would like to check out that small door.
That's not a bad idea. I'll go with you, just in case.
In case there's another man-sized metal man. And kill that
Yeah.
one too.
Take it from both sides. Get all up in his guts.
Sure. Well, the tiny door, being about your size, and this, it's the chimney. It used to be a chimney, has been bricked up, walled over, and the little tiny door looks like it's now incorporated into that chimney. It is, however, locked.
Greatest weakness, doors.
Well, I suppose I've got a stick. I suppose I'll just hit the door and try to open it forcefully.
Okay, I'll lean a shoulder into it if you like.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Why don't you both go ahead and roll me strength checks? DC 20 is what I'm looking for.
Oh man,
No,
killing me here.
sorry, I wanted to help you, but
Well, you both can roll it if you're both trying to bash down the door.
neither of us made it.
Neither of you made it. Okay, there we go. I see him now. Okay, yeah, it was close. You don't want to spend any luck? Make that 19 a 20?
You know what? Since I'm I don't. Let me check my notes. Do I recover luck points? That's
With carousing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In that case,
luck
yeah.
is covered with carousing. Yeah.
yeah. I'll spend a luck then.
Okay. Yeah, so you made it at a 20. So what's going on here is Mr. Moorcock, of course, softened that door, and you finished it off, shouldering through it as it breaks, and you enter in. And this is like a very minuscule crawl space between the bricked up fireplace, and it's got a stairwell, miniaturized stairwell, leading down.
They're very tiny stairs here, although they're as far as I'm concerned, they're my sized. They're heading down. Do you think there might be anything worth stealing down there?
Of course. We should probably let the others know before we go.
Yes,
or we could just do it now.
Yeah, be right back.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing then?
Well, I was up on the table, I think, with one of the vials.
You want to go ahead and take that vial now?
Yeah, because I don't think Joe's character told us his revelation.
He didn't tell you the plan. No.
All right. Well, I'm just going to climb down off the table so I don't crush it when I get big. And then down the hatch.
Down the hatch. Okay. Sorry, let me get to that section again. There we go. Going tall again. Okay, yeah. So you start expanding out while you create like a miniature black hole around you that starts sucking in material. Yeah. Roll a d4. And that's how much temporary stamina damage you take. Only a point.
Only a
One
point.
good night's sleep will be just fine.
One's okay.
So now everyone in this room is back to normal size. And you do see a door, full-size door over here in the corner as well. Your miniaturized friends, seem to have abandoned you, saying they'll be back in a bit.
Well, while they're going down there, I guess while I'm big, I'll go check out that door.
All right. So the door is made to be locked and barred from this side, so it's fairly easy to open up. Going into this next room, 3-3 there.
Right up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it goes up into this room here. Contains a bricked up hearth and chimney, just like the laboratory room behind you. The floor is broad and dusty. Doesn't look like anyone's tracked across here. You don't see footprints or anything like that. Things are covered in cobwebs. There's a brass cage containing small things in them. You're not quite sure from the doorway what exactly they are.
I'll go check it out.
All right. Come into the room, check it out. So it's got four minuscule figures in it. Two of them are upright and standing and look suspiciously like Mr. Moorcock and Ugly. The other two are kind of sprawled on the ground, looking very dead, very corpse-like. These are miniatures, little figurines.
Does the cage open?
Yes, it does.
I'll pop the cage open. I want to take out the two dead ones.
Okay.
And I want to inspect them because we found that dead dude downstairs with the spiders.
Yeah.
Does he resemble that?
Well, he was mostly bones and had been, so it's hard to tell. But when you pull the figurine out of the cage, it kind of just turns to dust in your hand. Just fades away.
Okay.
From down below, you hear a little clattering. Not sure if it's linked or not.
And they went in that small Moorcock and Ugg went into that small door in the chimney.
Yep.
I will not take them out.
Come on, Chuck.
Not a snack.
That would be, why is there blood just spraying out of this little hole in the chimney?
It would be a fantastic character death.
I'll walk up to see what he's doing, and as he's inspecting this cage and the figures inside, I'll just kind of tap the side of the cage, looking at the tiny figures. Hey, look, it looks like them. And just kind of poke at it, shake it a little bit.
Yeah, I think if we take these out of the cage, we will kill them. So
I'll just kind of walk around looking at other things in the room. What else do I find in the room?
What's your class? Are you a thief?
Yes.
You're a thief. Okay. Good enough. I tell you what. Why don't you make, as you're examining things, going over and looking at things here. Give me just a second. Why don't you make me an intelligence check? $19. Nice. So you're looking around and the floor is covered in cobwebs, covered in dust. Nothing has been through here in a while, not unless it flew. The ceilings of here are normal height. So if it flew, it was small. But you scratch your head a little bit and you're not quite, there's something wrong with the room. And you're not exactly what it is at first. You go back to the other room, you pop your head out the steel door, you look around, then you pace off the laboratory room. And it dawns on you that the room with the cage in it, it's a good 5 feet shorter than it should be. And of course, the players can see the big old S secret door on the map, but let's just pretend you don't.
I wonder.
Can I determine in which direction it's shorter than it should be?
Absolutely. So like I was saying, you poke your head out of the steel door right here. So you know that the wall of that room should go all the way down, just like the room of the alchemist lab does. So yeah, it's got to be the last 5 feet of that room.
Okay. So when I go back into that room, I'll just kind of be following along that wall, just kind of pressing the entirety of my body against it, just kind of,
Okay.
Just kind of trying to rub it in and see if I don't know, notice it's
you
loose in any
eventually are
spot.
able to find very, very minuscule crack that runs along the bricks, and you're pushing against it, kind of rubbing yourself against it, and you do trip it. The door kind of slides open, and this is it's a not very deep room, definitely hidden here. And in the room, sorry, let me get to it here. There is a very large, like a steamer trunk almost, a large chest.
Treasure.
It's got a very large iron lock on it as well. It's all banded in steel and metal. It's very well made.
I will alert Kurd that I have found treasure.
I like the sound of that. Why don't you pop that lock off and we'll see what we got.
I don't even remember if I have any kind of an implement. What is there anything in the room I could use to try and pry or beat this lock?
I mean, it's a hammer.
Yeah, I mean, back in the alchemist room, there are all kinds of little bitty tools. Small hammer you can find easily enough. You want to try and just beat the lock off?
Well, I mean, I'll look around to see if there was a key in the other room first.
Okay. You don't find any keys, although it could have been sucked into one of you guys as you were growing. But a lot of those tables are just gone now.
That's true. I should have, if I have all of my equipment, I should have a set of lock picks that were on my person. I might try those before I try beating it.
Sure. Go ahead and make a pick lock check.
I don't think my character sheet ever got updated.
Oh, I thought it did. Oh, that's right. I was waiting for you to say that you had transferred the data over so that I didn't kill your sheet. But it's just an agility check.
Okay.
Just remind me and I'll do it after.
Yeah. And we had the last time we talked, we had the chart, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. What kind of thief are you based on?
I am an assassin.
Yeah.
And I believe I was chaotic. I don't know that makes a difference for us, but yeah, so I think that's
It's a +1.
+1. Yep. All right. So let's go agility. So that's an 11.
Okay. Not quite. It's complicated lock. You're not able to get it just right, and you might have felt like you wanted to pick it because it's a very nice lock, very nice chest. It's probably got some value in its own, but looks like you're going to have to go the hard way.
Hammer it is.
Unless you want to spend some luck.
I could spend some luck. Yeah, I'll spend some luck.
All right. How much?
Let's see. If I remember right, luck actually allows me to roll a die for it. Correct? It's not just a straight 1-to-1.
Right.
I'll spend 2 luck.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 2d4s.
So that'll be a 16 now.
All right, not a problem. You were able to save the lock. You're able to pick it. Inside, there's several small bags filled with silver, some gold, uncut gems, set of ivory dice.
Ooh, look at all the treasure.
Nice.
Also wrapped in some cloth at the very bottom is a tome, a personal grimoire. You expect that these letters that are swimming around on the page denotes that it's a magical textbook. You might want to hand that off to one of your friends that can deal with that. But there you go.
Storybook.
Yeah, so this is the treasure chamber. So inside the little tunnel, the diminutive tunnel, you guys are going down the stairway. And you start smelling the smells, probably familiar to you guys now, the smell of the Lankhmar sewers. Seems like this leads
gross.
down into Lankhmar beneath, which is, it's another thieves' highway of sorts. Rooftops and sewers, prime ways for thieves to get around this very large city. But there are also things down here that not so comfortable if they catch up to you. More so in your now diminutive size, you guys hear you hear it.
Did I hear the sound of
prowling.
almost profit in the distance?
So
Is that
below
treasure
you,
gleaming in the darkness?
you hear the raspy cough of a cat that's got an upper respiratory thing going on. It's sniffing the air, trying to decide if what it smells is food or something to fear.
Well, Monty, I'm going back upstairs.
Right.
Bravely retreating.
All right. But I'll back slowly, making sure that the back's not turned to the cat.
Yeah, it's somewhere below you.
Yeah.
If the cat is the same size as the one you trapped in the room, it couldn't get up this stairwell. But if you go further down, you kind of get the feeling that it widens out a bit.
I don't trust it. I've seen how cat arms can stretch beyond how far they should be able to.
Now, is this while we're shrank or is this normal size us?
No, this is the two that are in the tunnel, all shrunk down.
Well, we're shrunk down too, though, right?
Now I think you, Chuck, and I all got.
Yeah, you're
big.
all full sized. Yeah. So you guys are in room 3-3, and Ugly and Moorcock are down behind that little small door.
Yeah, I'll scrap with an automaton, but not a cat.
All right, so you guys bravely back out through the small door. You notice that your friends have gone off to the next room, leaving the door open there. Yeah, and you hear Mr. Pubins yell out an exclamation, "Treasure!"
Oh, okay. See, he knows what's up. All right, yeah.
10 minutes later, we make our way across the room.
Yeah.
Stretch out my
Rather
hammies
slow.
and then just sprint.
When you're that size, it's a rather slow slog. Just as you're going up the stairwell, a furry paw comes up that tunnel and starts slapping around. Got out just in time. Okay. You're all in 3-3 now.
As soon
All right.
as I see Tiny them,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run over to that cage. And I'm going to take out Ugg.
All right. You pull out Ugg's little mannequin, and as it comes out, it turns to dust in your hand. And Ugg, you start growing back. You don't have the same vortex effect where you're pulling in material. You just return to your normal size just over the course of a minute. It's gentle.
Nice.
Oh, that's lovely.
How do you guys do that?
All right. Now that I know that Ugg didn't die, I'll grab Montgomery's as well.
Oh,
that's-
man. I love that it was 50-50. It's like,
What a way to find out.
Okay. So you guys have found the treasure chamber. You're back to your normal size. That house cat should pose no problems to you now. So your new clubhouse has a couple of negatives. You still have to figure out like what triggers that shrinking effect. And you've got some, small human-like rats that apparently have gotten in here from somewhere.
mm-hmm. That's
Maybe we could employ them as some sort of guards for that tunnel.
So we screwed
That
up and we screwed up,
staircase.
or we screwed up and we didn't screw up.
Well, I mean, I'm not the wizardly thinking one, but did we find anything in that treasure chest?
Oh yeah, I pull out the book and I go, "It's a magic storybook."
Oh, okay. That's
How many pictures are in that book?
0.
No, they're all swirly.
No pictures.
Aw.
Lots of stars and moons and vivisected bodies.
Mhm.
Oh my.
we could leave a note and an offering to the rat people to see if we can make peace with them if we're going to be staying here.
Mm-hmm.
May read?
Get some cheese and the like.
I mean, there could be good cheese on the line for this.
And I guess one of us can go downstairs, go outside, and then come back in to see if the trap springs again. Maybe we broke it somehow by doing something we've done.
Who goes to check on the cat and the rat people, and who goes outside to check on that then, if that's the question? you
I'll
want to
try
take?
the trap.
I'll check on the cat.
All right. So the two proven bravest amongst you go about doing this. All right. To make it short, Mr. Moorcock, as soon as you step outside, everything is fine. As soon as you step back in, all of you hear the voice of the wizard reverberating again, and you shriek down to a minuscule little you, and a figurine shows up inside of that bird cage.
I just pull the figure right out.
Yeah. There you go.
We'll
You
give
open
them a
the door.
solid. Eh?
Ugg, you open the door. A very satisfied cat comes out. You just, you interrupt the cat just as it's slurping down like the last of the feet of one of the mice men. You see in the corner one of the mice men, and it's gotten behind like a little glass jar and is cowering behind it as you let the cat out. The cat just kind of twines between your legs, rubbing up against you, purring as it slurps down the feet of the last mouse man that it caught.
Maybe we hire the
Man.
cat to protect stuff.
Yeah. Can we make the
Details.
cat big?
Yeah, there you go.
That would be the best.
Battle cat.
We could really defuse this cat situation by taking it outside and then tossing it back in through the door.
Even terms.
Yes.
I'd give that a solid out of
It could work. Pocket cat.
If you try that, the cat doesn't trigger the spell. It actually just wanders back in just fine.
Interesting.
Cats just go wherever they want, whenever they want, and everything's
cat
fine
doing
for them.
cat things is what I'm hearing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe we should check another door in the house and see if there's another entryway into the
wasn't-
house.
There's still one of them
There was
rat
a-
dudes.
Yeah. He's cowering behind a little glass jar that he's gotten protection behind.
That was the idea that we had with the cat. Smart thinking there.
Master Rat Chief.
The rat looks around. It's like, is it gone? Is the great devourer gone?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like dead or anything, but yeah, it's just not here.
No. No achievements here.
Still cowering.
No
Comes
increased
out
gamer
slowly.
score.
How much do you understand about this house?
I don't know. I understand a bit. We used to have dealings with the mage that once resided here before he passed along. Are you the new residents?
Well, I mean, one of us is. I guess we could all live here, sure. But the whole magic spell thing for coming in and out, that's got to go. Or at least it needs to be more discerning.
Yeah. Well, a treaty then. Maybe we can deal. I know the magics of this place and how to diffuse them. I've seen the old mage do it more than once.
Neat. So we'll bring you cheese. I'll look to the others. Drown the cat. Do we drown the cat? Is that part of the deal? Is that
I'm
what
good
we're
with
doing?
it. Yeah.
All right.
Cat from
No
somewhere in the
complaints
house. This is
I mean, maybe we just shoot it. Just
You guys just hear me running at full speed down the hallway. Kitty, 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 kitty.
Yeah, he's got it.
Ever
Yeah,
eaten
we'll sign a
cat
treaty.
pie?
We'll get you some cheese. We'll take care of the cat, and you help us out with the house.
it'll take more than just the cheese.
How about
We're
cat
getting
pie?
rid of the cat too. Yeah, cat pie.
I mean,
Cheese.
what do you want more than cat and cheese?
We had a treaty with the master of this place. We have a great, vast underground empire
Who?
that is in need of better food.
Who?
Better food? I mean,
Who?
cheese is a start.
Who?
Oh, so great underground empire.
All right.
Like,
So
Have
you
you
want
ever
us
tried quiche?
to bring you better food?
You want sliced cheese? That's what I'm hearing.
I mean,
oh no, it's the cat.
Confectionaries,
Oh no,
cheese,
cat.
breads.
Oh no, cat.
That's
I'll
what
have
we
you
want,
know,
sweet
I'm
roll or
the
two.
finest baker you'll ever meet.
That is true. Montgomery's pretty good. Yeah.
In return, we can provide you services. We have access to the
cat.
houses and the quarters.
The
We
cat.
learn things. We hear things.
Sounds like we're gonna be fast friends.
yeah.
Sounds like we're gonna own
Secret
the town.
spy mice.
Man,
Brad.
this is great.
He takes his little sword and he stabs his hand. A blood oath, then. We'll seal the deal.
Rawl, this is all you.
You just hear somebody rolling and screaming in the hallway, and a cat probably like screaming as well.
Yeah, you and the cat are locked in mortal combat.
I am
We got
somewhat
somebody who's bleeding
indisposed.
right now. I'll be right back.
You got claw marks on your face.
Yeah. I'll just kind of wipe some of the blood from a claw mark on my face on my finger and hold it out to shake his little tiny paw.
All right. Yeah, that works. All right. The deed is done. Take the bird's confinement device, put it outside the home, leave it there.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
The do what with who?
The cage.
Yeah.
I'll go grab
'Cause
the
Maybe
cage.
kill
and put
this
it
one
outside.
too.
We'll consider it.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll go
No.
grab the cage and just yeet
Don't
it out
kill
the
me.
door.
All right. You eat it out the door. There's nothing specific that happens, but if somebody wanders out and comes back in, doesn't trigger anything. Everything seems fine.
So I'll then take the cage and put it back inside
Uh-huh.
and then walk out and back in.
Yeah. So once you put the cage back in the house, it seems to trigger everything again.
Oh, that's fantastic,
Okay.
guys.
So now we know how to change it. Yeah. If we
Yeah.
leave the house, maybe we can put it
Mhm.
in the house,
Set the cage
and then when we
inside.
come back, but when we come back, we have to take. Yeah, this
Well,
is
if we set the
complicated.
cage by the door, we can
That's
just
true.
drag our little figure out.
That's true, but so could anybody else if they figure it out.
What we do is we put a secret door, like on the upper corner of the door frame that just kind of swivels around like a fake bookcase.
Oh, there we go.
So whenever we leave, we just swing it around to the cage outside.
Anyway, we know the secret now, so we can.
Yep, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
Hmm.
We have a magic house. This is great.
Got a magic house.
Well,
Very cool.
I mean, one of us does.
All right, so I put a document in the Lankhmar folder for party notes. If somebody wants to write down, this is your loot, this is your nest egg, this is what your band of adventurers is going to have to work with to decide how you're going to make your fortunes in Lankhmar.
Did you
Got it.
set the permissions on that?
Yes, I gave all players ownership.
Oh, party notes. I see it.
Okay, so you have 1,236 silver smerdukes, or just silver pieces. 376 gold rilks, gold pieces.
I'll handle that business with Joe's brother.
10 uncut gems, which you will need to find a merchant or has anybody got a background as a businessman, an appraiser, a gem cutter, anything like that?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what, why don't all of you do a D10 intelligence check then, since none of you have the right class. But if somebody rolls a 10.
I'll tell you what, I'll burn 5 luck.
Ooh, Eddie got it.
Oh, damn.
There you go.
Yeah.
Of course. You
So yeah, whether you
You're
share
not
with
smarter
anyone or
than you
not,
think I am.
the uncut gems are probably worth about 20 gold rilks in their current form a piece, which is quite a bit of money. Remember, most people don't see gold that often.
Mhm.
If you could actually find a gem cutter, it'd be worth a lot more in its finished, refined form. But as uncut gems, about 20 gold a piece for 10 of them. So that's 200 gold there.
I will relay that to everybody that I know my stuff when it comes to treasure.
Okay.
All right. There's also a very fine set of ivory rat snake dice. Rat snake is the game of the populace. It's a gambling game with dice, worth about
Ooh.
10 gold for these fine ivory dice. And then a spell book. Let's go ahead and record it.
Mhm.
So it has 3 spells, as well as the formula for the recipe for the potions that shrink and grow.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Mm.
Yeah, but they all do rely on that cage, so it's a proximal thing. It pretty much only works in this house, or if you bring the cage around with you, it will work.
Could be done.
So the tome contains 3 spells. They're random, so we'll roll whenever our mage gets back. And a bunch of scrolls that are just basically the mage's mundane diary, talking about how he met strange rat people and how he has been doing business with them. He actually details this huge plot where he had been blackmailing a lot of the lords of Lankhmar because he learned certain things from their households by these mouse spies. Good indication by reading through the notes that one of the lords figured out what was going on and had him killed.
Ooh. Yeah, spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Medium oops.
So you have treasure. You have a base of operations. So you have a good nest egg to start. If you guys go to the top of the screen and go to the Your Neighborhood map, this will kick off the next adventure here. And I've got a little pin in the top right where it says the party. You're that little house at the
Oops,
cul-de-sac
I can't
at
see
the
it.
end. Can't see it? Can anybody see it?
No.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think it popped up with a thing saying I didn't own a token.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, hold on. Do I have to drop a token on the screen? Is that how that works?
If you right click on it, if you're just wanting to reveal everything, right click on your neighborhood up top, you can change the viewer permission boxes.
Configure. And then accessibility, it says all players.
It's kind of scroll down a little further. I don't remember what they're called. There's 2 check boxes, I think, that have something to do with vision.
Token vision. Okay. Oh, I don't want to restrict vision. I see.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't use this very much as a VTT. So there we go.
There it is.
All right. So your house is in the cul-de-sac over there.
Okay.
Neat.
Next to the giant rat god.
Yes, the shrine of the rat god is in your city block, in fact. Okay, so guys, let's go ahead and do our carousing between adventures. So this is how you get your luck back that you spent. You got a nest egg now, so you guys can kind of talk about what the future of your group is going to be. You got a base of operations, so you don't have to pay rent anymore, outrageous rent, but you do have taxes.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that need to be paid. So there needs to be some income coming in. So let's start with Chuck. Chuck, are you? Do you want to roll in the carousing table? If you're not down any luck.
I am actually up on luck.
Okay.
I got 13 out of 11, but yeah, I wanna carouse.
You wanna roll? Okay, so your choice as to what die size you want to roll.
The biggest one.
The D20. Okay.
I got a 4.
A 4. Okay, so roll a D6.
Yeah. Got a 1.
And that's how much luck you get back. If you're down any, take it. If you're at full, take it as fleeting luck.
Okay.
I'll give it to you as fleeting. Okay, so what happens in the next few weeks after you guys are just taking stock of, there was, I'd said there was some nice furniture in this place that you guys could spiffy up or you could sell off if you want. But it's been a week since you're acquiring of the house and getting to know the neighborhood. But during this time, with your money in your pockets flush with cash, Chuck, you get apprehended for public drunkenness.
That sounds right.
You escape, of course, but at the cost of any wealth in gear you were carrying at the time. Okay, so we'll figure that in a second, but roll a D4 and let's see how bad your offense was.
I hope it's a 4. It's only a 1.
A 1. Okay, the watch publicly mocks you when they encounter you on the streets. Oh, look at that. It's, what's your character's name again?
Purge.
Kurg. It's old Kurg Moonshine because you were caught with your pants off running down the streets. Good boys, it's another full moon tonight.
Couple of Christmas hams on that boy.
Exactly. So forevermore to the neighborhood watch group, they will mock you relentlessly.
Okay.
There we go. That's not bad. That's not too bad.
That's
Jeremy,
kind of okay.
you're no longer having to not kill living beings. That's gone now. But let's see what happens to you. Do you want to roll?
I mean, I'm also up on luck.
Okay. So you would take it as fleeting.
But
you don't have to roll.
I shouldn't, but it's kind of more fun too.
Yeah.
So
Now Kurg still has to deal with kind of stolen his one of his rivals' girls. It's a little dangerous. Maybe that's why it's spicy. Who knows?
Yeah, but
so
that
Jeremy,
makes it more fun.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna roll, Jeremy? What die size do you want to go with?
What's the biggest die you can go with?
D20.
I'm gonna roll D20. Why the hell wouldn't I?
A 2. All right, roll a D4.
D4? Okay.
D4. Okay, 4 fleeting luck. Mark that down. And you're going to begin the next adventure with a legendary hangover. Minus 1D to all actions until you drink heavily. You're also broke.
Oh, no.
So after we figure out the disposition of what you do with all that gold, you have none.
Fair enough.
Right.
Sounds
all right.
about right.
Yeah. So ugly. How about yourself?
Well, I forgot that I had 8 fleeting luck, so after this adjustment, I'm actually sitting at 2 fleeting luck, but I will roll for more.
Okay. What dice size do you want to go with?
20. One of us has to get something bad. Come on. 12.
12. Okay. Roll 3d4.
Ooh.
Hmm.
11.
That's a lot of fleeting luck. Take that much.
Oh my goodness.
All right. And 12 is what you rolled, right?
Yep.
Okay. Roll for me a d5.
Okay.
5. Okay. So a long forgotten face showed up in town last night. It is a youth claiming that you're his father.
Ah, jeez.
That's awesome.
You've been going
So,
to the
we
7-Eleven
will
to get
turn that into the story. His name is Pepe Luftwidge. And he claims that a liaison you had with the bar wench. Where's your character from? What's his nationality?
Lankhmar.
From Lakemar. Okay. That he was conceived from the fruits of your loin, and he's come to claim his birthright. As word about the city area that you guys are in now is that you've come upon a small fortune. Now, truthfully, he does look a little bit like Ugly, which is unfortunate.
It's unmistakable.
All right, Eddie, are you rolling or not?
Yeah, I'll roll.
Okay, die size.
I'll go big. I'll go 20.
All right, everybody's going big.
14.
Okay, so roll a d14. 10 luck. Fill up the luck that you're out, and then take the rest as fleeting.
Okay.
And a 14. Roll me d5.
A 1.
A 1. So apparently you were out carousing the same night with Chuck's character, because that next morning, while not apprehended by the police, you did wake up naked.
Sounds like something I'd do.
In the Overlord's pleasure den.
Oh boy. Well, hopefully I built some goodwill.
That put some mice people in their house to clown.
Yes.
Yeah. I smuggled
exactly
them in.
how this transpired. And this is definitely a place where people are displayed while they go about their their events.
I'm a performer.
You wake up, sans
A theater, if you will.
As the janitors are basically cleaning up from the night's festivities. They're like, "Oh, this one's finally awake. Can you cover yourself up, son?"
I'll say
to start a morning.
I'll look at him knowing full well I'm not wearing any clothing, going, "You got anything that can get these stains out?"
He tosses you a wine skin. It's like, just pour it on and light it. It's the best we can do.
I'll open it and give it a sniff, kind of put the cork back in it. Do I find my
potency.
clothes anywhere nearby?
No.
Oh, God. Let me ask you a question. In this room or in this place I find myself, is there like a set of curtains or something I can throw around me?
There's a bearskin rug on the floor that you drape yourself with, and you do the walk of shame back to your neighbor.
Oh, Bert, there is not an ounce of shame in it. I'm walking with my head high. In my mind, I'm a conqueror wearing a bearskin rug.
The parents are like quickly covering the eyes of all the children in the streets as they avert their eyes.
As I walk by and wave, "Hey, kids!"
I hope that exact attitude.
All right, Dan, you're the last. Are you going to carouse and get some luck back, or are you good?
Let's see about getting a little luck back.
Okay. What size die?
Let's go with a D20.
Oh, wow. Okay. Give it a roll. A 1.
I did it, guys.
Yeah, again. So roll a D3.
Pull up my keyboard so I can roll something this low.
Hey, 3 luck back. And again, miraculously, average stand is average. Nothing happens.
Hey, you got 3 luck
Yeah.
for no cost. And I got a bearskin rug for the house.
It changes nothing. I have 18 luck.
Oh,
Again,
well,
Oh,
nothing.
nice.
All
you
right,
want
so
to wear the rug?
You can fill back up to your luck's normal level. Can't go over, so everything over turns into fleeting luck. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So in this neighborhood,
I guess.
in this neighborhood that you're in, it's not actually, despite some of the names of place, like you're on Squalor Road and the Spillway, or some of the names of the streets. It's a mix of a little bit more well-to-do shops and storefronts, along with some not so nice back alleys and dens of just crime. You're sure, just crime ridden. During this time, though, you've kind of struck up something of a passing friendship with the gang. So not Thieves Guild oriented. That's far too high up. So the gang that kind of runs the streets here, and they're in the protection racket.
The Familia.
So how do you guys deal with it? Because probably the first day that you guys kind of open up and you're airing the place out, you're setting it up, and I also remember you're out of the way in this little cul-de-sac, but everything around you are pretty much shops. So someone's going to come and visit you, basically explain to you how things go down. And it's not like a hard sell. He's not shaking you down. He's just like, well, these streets, they can get pretty bad. If you're opening a new shop here, let me tell you, the boys and I can just make sure that the thieves stay away from you. Just take the bare minimum amount that the Thieves Guild, or you know how it is, and you just pay us a small little tithe every month or so.
Where is this conversation taking place?
Probably right out the front door.
Should
I
we show
invite them
them?
in.
Should we show them like the 20 silver daggers that we have?
I'm sorry, what was that?
We've
Dan?
got like 20 silver daggers.
Oh, we only had like 1. Oh no, we stole a
no.
bunch from the island. Yeah.
We
Yep.
sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. We got like 20 of them.
Yeah, which is kind of like the badge of office for the Thieves Guild in town. Right. So you do the whole shrinking thing. So this is early in the week, right? So how, just let me know, how does this play off? Do you guys have a laugh and you kind of get to know the local gang, or do you quickly make them enemies? How does this shake out?
Like maybe we shrink them, like kind of show them the daggers. Let them shrink, see the daggers, but then play it nice after that.
Yeah. I would kind of like
give
to
them a
There you
scare,
go.
but
yeah. I'd like
Yeah,
to
we're
make
cool.
friends with them. I mean,
yeah,
Absolutely.
They might be
Yeah,
able
We
to
can be
kick
cool
work
with them,
away.
but like let's one up them.
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
We
So
can
we'll
mess
be
with
cool,
them twice as bad.
but the first note is letting them know, don't mess with these people.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you're not paying, but you're also not going to be adversarial to them.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So
No. Maybe let them know that, there's a chance that we might also be able to get, we might also be a source of information they can trade with,
1,
because information's important.
3, 4.
Yeah. If we're also down for work too. I mean, we're capable. We can do stuff.
That's right. We can
Okay.
beat stuff to death easy, and we can thieve things.
sure. So you're kind of seen as kind of a gang lords to your own right in the neighborhood. They leave you alone. You're firm about not paying, but you're also not necessarily disrespectful. So you've got an easy truce. They don't come near you guys. You trade a little information here and there with them as well. So we'll say you're on pretty good standing with them. So this is after Chuck, your character comes back,
Mhm.
having your outing in the night, having
Yeah.
lost your pocket money. Well, before we do that, let's talk about what are you guys going to do after having the place set up. You've got a little bit of a nest egg, but it won't last long, especially with taxes coming due. What are you guys going to do in this thriving cesspit of a city?
I'm apparently an entertainer of sorts, so
At least for a one-night engagement.
Yeah.
I have no idea how you got there.
am
Just
not.
walking down the street naked, covered in scratches and bruises from a cat fight, carrying a bear rug.
wearing a bear rug and somehow
What
singing a
happened?
tune and happy about it.
Yeah.
I want to
a weird
smuggle
guy.
illicit material inside of cakes.
There you go.
I was going to play dice and just show off my dice. However,
It could be a bakery. We could open a bakery.
Oh, absolutely.
It keeps the rats happy, and then we use the rats to kind of help give us inside information.
So does
there
anybody
you
have
go.
the occupation of being a baker before this happened?
Jeremy does.
Montgomery.
Montgomery does. Okay. I'll tell you what, Montgomery, if you want to open the place up, I mean, you're going to require some funds to get the stuff that you need. You're going to have an actual oven put in.
Might take a little work.
Yeah. So here's how I'm going to do it. Why don't you have an intelligence bonus?
No, let me hop back to there. No,
You don't need
no
one.
negative,
Fine.
but no bonus.
Okay. That's fine. So you give basically, I'm going to need these kind of things. Your trade, but with no bonus, you don't know the cheapest way to go about it, but you're like, I need these things. Who's the money man of the group? Who is the person doing the purchasing? Who's the person like controlling the purse strings?
I would vote for Joe, but Joe's not here.
You know what? Yeah, I'll second that.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's say that
smart
Joe
one
is
do
the
it.
money man then.
Yeah.
But him not being here, let's have I'll do random D5. Okay, Jeremy, you're going to be making the rules for this. Let's see how much. Let's see how much it's going to cost you to get everything set up. Roll me 2d10.
Okay.
No modifier because you can't. Your character doesn't have a bonus in intelligence or a negative. Okay, so not bad. It's going to be 70 gold to get what you need set up, to get all the paperwork filed with the town so that you can sell confectionery goods. You're going to have to get a sign painted up to put out in front of your place, and of course, the biggest expense is to get that oven built in.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys get this done, just mark off 70 gold from the from your funds there.
I got it. How much
So
was Joe's brother's ransom?
100 and
It was not
49, right?
insignificant.
But if we can say that because they just picked him up for not having,
149 gold.
but if we are able to sneak a knife to him and he can say he always was a member, does he even have
Right.
to pay the
So in
fine?
which case they won't execute him, but they'll take the $149 or 149 gold for the
Processing.
percentage that he should have been paying.
Okay.
Well, let's use the
So
rats
kind of
maybe
a-
to sneak him the knife and the gold.
Wait,
Yeah, you can do that. So it's more legitimate, not just saying that, hey, he forgot this. He's a
Mhm.
dagger carrying member of the guild.
It was there all along.
All right. So if you want to pay
Details.
off that debt, then that's fine. He'll be a contact you can use within the Thieves Guild now.
okay.
All right. Good enough. So business is open. You've been doing all right. Word hasn't gotten out too much yet. I mean, you're at the break-even point for a new business. That's not horrible. But after a couple of weeks of this, your clientele isn't really going up. You're not sure how things are going to work out. You got the money for the taxes coming up, but you're probably all getting a little antsy at this point, a little bored. Business is doing okay, but Reezit is the young man who came to shake you down that first day that you you got him shrunk down, had a good laugh at his expense. He comes into your bakery and he puts in a fairly large order, pays up front in silver coin. It tells you, look, and he looks a little nervous. He's scratching his face, scratching his arms. It's like, I'm gonna need these delivered tonight down at the Grindstone. Grindstone is one of those, not so reputable bars that that his gang, that's kind of like their hangout.
You show up there for trouble.
Look, look, the king, they call their leader the king. He just wants to have a little chat with you, a little one-on-one. I think he's got a job he wants to hire you for. And, just to sweeten the deal, we're going to buy these muffins here. You've got great muffins. I mean, can we get some more of those with the, the things on top that little spring? Yeah, those. Yeah. At least a dozen of those. We're having a little problem. Well, it's not a problem. It's like an endeavor. We want to kind of expand. This neighborhood's all right and all, but it's only so much we can charge the businesses for our services. So we want to expand out a little bit. And next, a couple more blocks around us and all. And the king, he's got this plan, you see, and it would be really useful to have some non-affiliated folks like yourselves, and he's looking around. It's like, you got a nice place here. Business looks like it's okay, right? It's okay. Not great, but it's okay.
We're in.
Yeah. So I'm sure you could use a little bit more profit.
It's business.
Or goal, a little bit more business.
We are so in.
Oh,
Sell them the baked goods and tell them we'll think about it. We'll show up if we feel like it.
Oh, no, we're in. We're doing this.
I think we should consult the rats and see what they know about this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are they going to tell us? He's a shitty dude. No, let's take a job, man. Let's get paid. Let's do something. I'm bored as fuck.
I'm all for taking a job, but we play it cool.
Okay.
He's listening to you guys argue with each other like out loud. He's like, yeah, and it's okay. We know you're cool. You don't have to play cool. We know you're cool. And yeah.
So we turn and look at him. We're like, son, we know we're cool. Stay out of this. And then just keep arguing.
This isn't about how you think about us. It's about how we think about us.
The blue icing, Mr. Moorcock. The blue icing. Yeah, that's the one.
Blue's where it's at.
For you, okay.
Look, I just want to get away from Pepe for a goddamn week. I'm fine with doing this job.
Yeah. Your son has been around learning the trade. He's really awful.
Oh, bring him along then.
No.
No. Let him see the world for what it really is. And
bring your kid to work day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. All right.
Bring your own.
Such good people.
Day.
Yeah. Bring your mistakes day.
It's career day, kid. Let's go.
All right. Yeah. So he just said, show up at the he'll buy all these now. And if you'll deliver more of the same this evening for our little get together, he prepays for it. And if you hang around afterwards, King would like to have a chat with you. I'm sure it would be exciting.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Places coming together.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we'll see you tonight.
Yep.
Or not.
Or not. Yeah.
That'll be up.
We're not.
That'll be up to us. Yeah.
So his gang is called the Knife Twisters. They are your friendly local gang. Yeah.
All right.
Extortion, a little bit of the protection racket. They do a little bit of gambling here and there. And you're pretty sure that the beggars that are around are part of their organization as well. They don't hide it very much. But a little begging on the side. They get all the shoppers that come out this way. People that live here don't, they know better. Not only does that guy got 2 perfectly good working legs, I happen to know he's got 4 legs. Freaking liar.
All right.
That's too many.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But only 2 of them work.
Yeah. So you've got, the rest of the day, you business goes until probably close to sundown before you kill the ovens. So you probably hang out the sign that says close tomorrow, because otherwise you got to get up real early to knead the dough and do all the stuff that has to happen for a bakery to run the next day. Anything you want to do? You got a little bit of time, but it's after you close and before the meeting.
I'm gonna suggest something. Do we want to go? I mean, I don't know that we need to decide this now, but do we want to go kind of like I don't know, the demon butcher of Fleet Street with this bakery? Do we want to be making meat pies instead of I mean, with so much
meats, you sell sweet meats.
With so many reputable people around. Yeah, with so many people around, somebody's going to have stuff that needs to be gotten rid of. So
I think we can be versatile. I don't think we have to limit ourselves to that. I think that's one service that you can hire.
Could be regular meat.
There's a very specific selection on the menu that you may not want to order. Maybe you need
a package delivered somewhere, but you can't really deliver that package, so you send a cake instead that has the package inside of it.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like
extra powdered donuts.
So, is the name of your place like Keistered Confectionaries or something like,
the Prison Pocket?
That's it.
What are you gonna pick?
Prison Pocket.
That's okay. I suppose the only thing I would want to do, since I lost everything
Sweetmeats and hidden
while
delights.
running naked, is probably go hit up a shop or two to buy some replacement gear.
All right. Yeah. Mark it out of the
the
shop's funds.
Yeah. Host them sockets.
Yep. Same thing as Eddie's character. He woke up naked with none of his gear. So
all right.
I do still own a small riverboat somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. It's landlocked now, but somewhere.
Yeah. It's my old tree house, my old fort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so anything you want to do to prepare, so on the map there, it's actually listed. Let's see. The grindhouse. Maybe your characters are covering it over. There it is. 1-1. Right there. Or the grindstone.
Oops. I did not mean to do that.
All right. Anything you guys want to do beforehand, or just head over when the time comes?
Let's just keep going on mistakes.
Do we want to hide anything in any of the baked goods we bring over?
I would vote no.
You don't have anything to hide in it.
I'm just throwing out spicy ideas. I don't care where they lead.
Like hiding things is for people who need to hide things.
Yeah, we
sign
got
of weakness.
to hide. It's fine. Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys march on over. So the narrow alley ends at a decrepit wooden door hung on leather hinges. Above, there's rusty knives, cleavers, and daggers hanging like a macabre mobile from the roof awning. And they just kind of twist and spin slowly in the night air. As you come in, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, does it look like they need them?
Hey, free knives.
So you go to open the door and it's locked. You rattle it a little bit, and then somebody from the inside throws a bolt, and he's like, "We're closed for the night. Private meeting." Oh, it's you lot. Did you bring the cupcakes? Those Bavarian creams are mwah.
With the blue frosting.
The blue frosting. Yeah, it's only one guy here who likes the blue frosting. Did he? Oh man,
it's okay. I've got a second bag with an assortment. We brought this bag for you and this bag for us, but you know what? Sharing's caring.
Oh, come in. The king will be with us shortly. You come in and
we're checking the boxes, man.
They've pushed all the tables and chairs out of the way so that like there's just a central open area. All the lantern lights turned down real low, so from the outside definitely looks like it's closed. And there's kind of a perverse kind of throne that's kind of put together. It's it's just kind of made out of crates and barrels, and it's covered with a patchwork quilt of skins from cats, dogs, rats, just kind of all tapestried together and draped over these crates and barrels. And right now, just kind of there's a tapped keg, some very weak beer is just being handed out, and the guy says, we got the cupcakes and muffin. Everybody runs over. It's like, oh no, but and just starts digging into your pastries. You see your contact grabs his blue confectionery, goes off to the corner, and with the sound of like just really anemic trumpet flares, a grossly fat, yeah, this grossly fat man just waddles up to the throne, rolls a flab just coming out from underneath his like really grease stained shirt, and he just drops himself right onto the throne. And in tow is this guy you've seen begging on the corner a few times, but tonight he's dressed up in like a fool's motley. And he goes to reach for one of the cupcakes. The king slaps him and points at you guys, and he clears his throat. Presenting his sageous and despotively majestic, awful most of high tyrants, Grand Overlord of Thieves. Can we see that there is a thief? Grand Overlord of Thieves, rakes and knaves, the cruel, the unforgiving, the magnificent King Corvul. He coughs, just kind of bows down. The guy,
well, son, go kiss his feet.
Sticks it. He's like, Corvul, me, I'm the king of this neighborhood.
The guy we brought snacks to?
You mean my minion?
Do I?
Yeah.
He's in the corner, thumbs up. His face
Who else
is just
would we
covered
be?
in blue
Absolutely.
frosting. We've asked you to court tonight to ask for a mutual, beneficial contract of sorts. Strokes
Right
a
on.
very greasy beard. So
Sounds like
the
a great
room is
start.
there's just a circle of people eating your confectionaries, you know, your usual conglomeration of cutthroats, rakes, and ne'er-do-wells. A few people you've definitely seen out begging now and then, looking fine with all their lesions and sores just wiped off and looking normal.
Hey, we had to survive a whole island of being hunting.
Yeah.
Getting here.
So, as I'm saying, we concede that your group has power and strength in the neighborhood, and we've left you alone to your growing business. And we applaud your strength and your delicacies, of course. So good. Oh, more dog in the pot pies, though, I think.
But it's not whatnot.
Rat and cat is all fine and good, but dog's where it's at. Oh, well, but as I was saying, my empire is a bit too close, too form-fitting, not large enough for my bulk, my majesty. It's time to grow, to push out into other neighborhoods. And for that, we need help. We need mercenaries. We need you.
All right. What's the rub?
Well, there are two other gangs in the surrounding neighborhoods that we need to eliminate or bring into the fold. Of course, my merry gang here, the Knife Twisters. Round of cheers. To our south, the Pimp Street Scuttlers, and of course, the magnificently. He just kind of goes off in the middle distance for a minute. Oh yes, the 40 owlets to the north. We will have to contend with each of these, but for you, I'd like you to interrupt the business of the scuttlers to the south. Interrupt their parcel deliveries, take monies from them, and make sure that their enterprises never amount to much.
Is that more important than anything else?
I mean, I wouldn't be against having an update to our own delivering network.
Yeah, take them over if you will.
True.
Big franchise.
Yeah.
Yes, but we need a certain amount of disruption. We don't want anyone murdered or any permanent solution. Not until we figured out exactly how the structures all work and what deals they've cut with other neighborhoods, you see.
Seems like one kind of nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that, Dan?
You want it kind of nice?
I think more chaos than blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't murder
That's
them
what I
all.
mean. Like they want it kind of nice. It's like,
Hey,
No, we want them to lose money. They want them to be low on funds, to need a friend to come to.
Dead people don't feel hurt.
that's true. So you said they're called the Scuttlers?
The Pimp Street Scuttlers. But there's actually a street called Pimp Street. So
That's awesome.
yeah, make it hard for them to do business. Make it so they have to reach out for a friendly hand. he is just feeling very clever about himself.
So, what's our take on this? Are we getting paid?
Well, of course, everything you intercept is yours to take from their group. But I was thinking, as we are not necessary rival powers, we see and admire your skills, of course. But if this neighborhood expands, your neighborhood expands. It opens up to more business all around.
Okay.
so we do business to do business.
Takes money to make money.
Yeah. Yes. What that one says.
Well,
Yeah, I do business against our business.
Who's doing business against us?
Yeah, actually, you really don't know. I mean, you
Yeah.
thought you'd be doing more business than you have been so far.
that is true.
All right.
So I asked,
Fairly
we're not
decent
going
area
to
with.
don't do business against our business, right?
Yeah. We just kind of
Oh, we certainly aren't going to the confectionery business. No. We're more of the the protection end of things, a bit of gambling here and there, the begging. We've got the alms thing down. You know, that's kind of our gig, you see. Yes.
I should really work on my red frosting so you can just use it to kind of reapply some of those markings for yourself. For a little treat on the go.
I mean,
Little sugar hit midday.
Exactly.
I'm
So do
cool.
we have an understanding? You make it difficult for the scuttlers to do business. Take whatever you'd like from them. But it needs to be clear that it's not the knives that are behind this, of course. We need independent contractors.
I'm cool with this. What do you all think?
In return, access to our networks. You will expand with us, new territories.
I'm down.
It's all about
Yeah.
expanding his criminal holdings, aren't you, son? I'll put an arm
We're
around him.
growing. You're growing.
Dad, who is this outrageously fat man, and why does he sound so
normal,
smart but
son.
act so dumb?
Son, keep your mouth shut and learn.
I mean, yeah.
You know how in some places asking questions will get you arrested? Well, you're asking questions will get you killed.
Kid, keep it zipped. This is what's called a pro gamer move.
Have you considered pressing the X button recently?
Yeah, I mean, that's
Right,
all
Dad.
he's pressing is doubt, doubt, doubt.
Do you accept the mission?
Yeah.
X. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, we have to have wine to seal the deal. And
That's
he
what I'm
snaps
talking
his
about.
fingers. They bring out a wine cask that's tapped, and he has these big goblets that he pours out to you guys and himself.
Oh,
Says,
God.
to
I'm just so
our
glad he didn't,
business
like-
venture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. You just dip it in the barrel, coming out with it. To our business ventures in the future conquest of the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Here's to the future.
Down it goes.
Yeah, it's passable wine.
To business.
Yeah.
Maybe we can give this.
Jeremy. If
Maybe we
you're,
can get some of this wine from them for the rats.
yep. Who woke up drunk? That was your character, right, Jeremy?
That was me.
right. Yeah. So
there
if you
you
stay
go,
and
yeah.
party with them tonight, that will wipe out your negative modifier.
Woo.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it just becomes a party after that, where your confections are the meal for the evening, and they provide the booze.
I like this group.
Yep.
Yep.
It was
Anything you
the
guys want to
twisted-
do while you just party the night away?
Party the night away.
I think somebody actually brought up a fun conversation point earlier.
Mhm.
Do they know? Might not hurt asking these guys. Do you know anything about a group that takes people to an island and hunts them?
I'll tell you what. Make me a. This is probably going to
There's
be
just a
personality.
tiny part of me that
Yeah.
eventually would like to go back and find those bastards.
Make
I
me a
mean,
personality
Oh,
check.
absolutely.
We sure know about a group who do that. We killed most of them.
Yeah, but I'm
Them.
curious, like who's behind them? Like,
Oh yeah, like bigger organization.
yeah, there's that little bit of pettiness that every now and then daydreams. I'm already
Sure.
drunk before I ask that question.
7. Okay, so you're while they're parting with you and their king has just made this deal with you, they're not quite sure if they can trust you yet. Kind of it's every thief for themselves. They tell you just you learn a little enough to know that there's actually a society of gentlemen that pay handsomely to those who trade in the flesh business to acquire them healthy individuals to hunt on private islands.
Hmm.
But that's the most that you get, that there is a society of noble gentlemen that pay good money for healthy things to hunt.
My new life mission, I'm gonna cater weddings, or maybe like a sweet 16. We're gonna kidnap one of their daughters and put her on an island. Jerks.
No. Jeremy, I've got a much, much better plot for you. We're going to let you bake the cake, and we're going to put the shrinking potion in it.
Get the cat.
For a little while.
Then we're just going to quietly gather our things, walk out the door, and go, "Oh, hey, have you met our cat?" And close the door.
We'll be gone for just a little bit,
Okay, this is good.
just enough to enjoy it.
I like
That was
so-
so custom chaos.
I'll be right back.
So Jeremy, your character, Mr. Moorcock, finds out just enough to know that it's a known thing, that there is a society of well-heeled gentlemen that pay for hunting privileges. Not any more information that
Okay.
exists. Is anyone else doing any hobnobbing, trying to find out any other information other
Nah.
than just getting drunk?
Just getting drunk, having fun.
I'll maybe
kinda
try and
want-
find out a little bit more about where I was that night when I picked up my bearskin rug.
All right, make me a personality check.
I would mind probing a little bit.
Okay, same thing. Make me a personality check.
Oh no.
Steve with the big 14. So what are you asking about?
Just who was who got us there, who's responsible for our situation.
So I'm sorry. So the situation of you being on the island.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's actually a decent roll. Are you willing to spend 1 luck to make it a 15?
Sure.
Okay. You get a name. You don't know if it's a person's name or a family name. But one of the things that when you were going through all that, people were asking, were there any crests, any distinguishing characteristics, and there wasn't anything. Like they took great pains to not have
I know they
heraldry.
concealed a bit.
Yeah. But you get a name. One of the guys that takes in the money from the protection racket tells you that, hey, that sounds a lot like Carson's gig.
Hmm.
So you got a name.
All right.
But he's quickly, he's just kind of lost in the party. He doesn't want to tell you anymore. He just says, yeah, that sounds like Carson's gig. Eddie.
16.
And what were you asking about?
I was asking just for more information about the party night I attended.
Party night.
More about how people end up there and why. I don't really remember much.
Usually, people are selected from some of the more high-end social clubs that are around. Some of the very nice drinking establishments. People with unique characteristics are often singled out and asked if they would like to perform for a bit of coin, and end up in the pleasure pits with an audience.
And apparently, I got carried away enough that I never came home with the coin part.
Yeah. Nor do you ever remember going to any really high-end establishments to have been singled out.
Boy, where did they pick me up from?
That's a question. That is a question. All right, so you guys
I think I'm a streetwalker now.
Drinking, talking, some of you. Nobody else wants to ask any questions. Then, you drink till not quite dawn, as these are working people. Non-reputable jobs, but working people. So they got to get to work in the morning. And you closed down the bakery because you'd have to gotten up at the crack of dawn, or at least Mr. Moorcock would have, to start the dough. So bakery's closed today. Got no income coming in from that. What do you want to do?
I say we get some nice confectionery goods, pawn them off to the rats, and ask if they can go dig up some information on the Pimp Street scuttlers.
There we go. Maybe see if we can get him a little wine too.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be good wine, but okay wine.
Get him a big old jug of wine.
There you go.
So,
jug of wine. Some Boone's Farm.
Who are you
That's
asking?
right.
Who are you asking? Sorry.
The rats.
Oh, the rats. Okay.
Yeah.
Jug of wine.
Okay, so if you bribe them with some wine
And some baked goods. Yeah.
why don't you do the roll for this, Chuck? Do me a D20, and I'll give you a +2 to the roll.
D20 +2.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 7.
7.
They're not happy with the wine.
It is Boone's Farm.
Okay, so they drop you a few things. So the Scuttlers also run a protection racket neighborhood to the south, but they also run a pit fighting establishment.
Okay.
And they have some connections with the Rat Shrine, which is how your contacts know about them at all.
Okay.
Is it like a rats versus rats sort of pit fighting, or is it like
here? So here's how this adventure is set up for this. So if you want to pursue one of those lines of inquiry, you need to bribe this guy. So you got him some wine and everything to get him up here to get that much information. But he's like, well, so which line of inquiry do you want to go down?
I mean, like, I'm concerned about Master Splinter, fighting Master Splinter here.
Well, I think the easiest for us to mess with would be their protection racket.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just being a little facetious here.
Put 2 gold down.
Okay, but to go down, and what line of questioning do you want to ask him about? So he's telling you about they have connections with a rat shrine, or they're doing something with a rat shrine. They've got a protection racket going on, and then they run pit fights.
I want the protection racket.
Protection racket. Okay. Okay.
Like who's on their routes? What are they paying?
Go on.
Okay. The master of the ale house known as the Dogfish, Duvarani, is basically he's being extorted out of his establishment. They take money from him supposedly once a month, but they come by several more times in that. Seems like it's a concentrated effort to just run this guy out. But other than that, there's several other. It seems like in particular they hit ale houses, and they percentage of the take. Right, it's not a flat fee. It's like, how'd you do this month? Give us this much. But they seem to leave other businesses alone. It seems like they just got a thing against ale houses, maybe, and this one guy in particular. He runs the ale house called the Dogfish.
Okay. All right. Cool. So let's go talk to the dude who runs the ale house, the Dogfish.
Mm-hmm.
Seems they've been doing okay on business.
Well, or if we want to interrupt their business, we just torch all the ale houses in their neighborhood.
The businesses don't make money, they don't make money.
Yeah.
And if
Fair
they need
enough.
something to sell, hey, we know a guy who's got some wine.
Or
Something that passes for something called wine.
And then, you know, maybe when we get over there, see if we can find out something on this pit fighting, find out who all their fighters are, and maim them.
That works.
Yep. So the Dogfish is a primary thing because the Dogfish is actually located in your neighborhood.
Oh,
It's right there.
Ooh.
that shouldn't be happening.
Yep.
And now the bakery makes sense. I bet those fellas we shrank earlier were members of the Scuttlers then. And
Well,
that's why
no,
we're not
those
getting
were
much business.
the dudes that we shrunk,
Or from this,
the knife twisters. They're
Okay.
You made peace with them
yeah.
after shrinking
Yeah,
them down
okay.
one time.
Well, let's head
Yeah,
over
it's
to the
all fun.
Dogfish.
All right. Yeah. You want to head out probably later that afternoon because you're all hungover to start off with.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a nicer establishment than the Grindstone, to be sure. It's freshly cleaned. It looks like the proprietor takes a lot of care in how his business is portrayed. The Dogfish, the tavern sign is the front end of a dog, the rear end of like a mermaid's tail. It's been freshly painted recently. Windows are shiny. They're open for business, but there's just like one lone guy at a table eating a plate of pork and beans and drinking a draft, and it's empty otherwise. And this is, kind of like, this is afternoon. A place like this should be selling lunch, should be selling, selling food. Whatever's going on here might be why your bakery isn't taking off too. There's just the traffic's not here that should be here.
Said a Johnson.
There's man behind the bar, just sitting on a stool, just shining up just endless rows of cutlery and glasses, and just sighing heavily. When you come in, he brightens up, he straightens up his smock and comes out. Sirs, please come in. We've got hot meals ready to go. We've got board today.
That sounds fantastic. Get us served up. We got some questions for you.
We serve meat, and our cook is he's not fit for the courts, but he's a good cook. Please, by the fireplace if you'd like.
Sure.
The one guy who's eating there kind of raises up his beer stein. He's like, I'll get to you in a minute, Joseph. Let me get these fine gentlemen settled.
You come down.
I'm wondering if there's a way for us to disrupt the protection racket while not necessarily taking this guy out of business. Because the more places like this that exist, the more places we can sell our baked goods to turn around and serve. It's just a thought.
Yeah. So
We
he
sell it
brings
bulk,
everybody
yeah.
out a tanker of his ale. It's like, it's made on the premises. My
That's fantastic.
father's ale house recipe. It's been handed down to me, and I make it just like he did. Sirs, here you go. I'm sorry. I don't. My daughter's not around. She should be serving you all. It's just me today, but the best I can.
Hey,
Yep.
no worries, buddy. Why don't you pull up a seat real quick?
He looks around at his obviously empty bar. It's like, sure. Sits down, looks a little nervous.
We haven't introduced ourselves. We opened up a bakery a couple blocks from here.
And he kind of, thank the gods. For a
Oh, the
moment there,
bakers.
I thought you were going to extort me for more protection money.
No.
Paying 2 gangs. I can't pay anymore.
So you're paying the knife twisters and the scuttlers?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, like, we can fix that.
When do the scuttlers come by to collect?
Now and then, this evening, likely.
Oh, that's fantastic news. I'll tell you what, we're trying to clean up the neighborhood. We've got a pretty good deal going with the knife twisters. We're going to be here drinking tonight. And when the scuttlers show up to collect, you point them out to us and we'll take care of things.
He's thinking about that for a minute. Make me a personality check.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Ah,
Oh boy.
Have you ever seen Scuba Steve over here do work? Probably not.
I'm
'cause
going to
he
have to
definitely
look
does
that
it.
up. Yeah.
So he's you want to spend luck on that? That's a hard no at this point. You spend enough to get that to at least a 5. He's not going to flat reject you.
I am going to spend myself down to 9.
Oh wow.
I've got 14.
Okay.
Ooh.
So what is that? Yeah, I'll throw 5 on there. So I'll make that
Okay.
a 7.
Make that a 7. So 7, he's like, oh, look, I got few enough customers as there are. If you start any trouble here tonight, I'll lose even those.
Well, we don't want to cause troubles inside your tavern. We want to
Okay.
get them, we want to follow them, and we want to stop
Maybe-
them on the street.
How do you normally give them money? Like, do you put it in a special envelope? Maybe you don't have that envelope. Maybe you just have like a red purse or something to put it in.
He
It's
he
just-
reaches behind him and pulls out one of the wooden steins. It's got their logo kind of bird on the front. He puts it on the counter and he just puts some coins in it, just like that.
okay.
So if
So
we
you
just,
know
look for who gets that cup, and then we just,
Well, just point them
Follow
out
'em.
to us. Yeah. We won't cause any trouble here. We want, all the other businesses doing good in the neighborhood is good for our business.
eat some cheesecake.
I mean, that's a
Well,
good
I
time.
mean,
Maybe
I
once
certainly. Sorry, go ahead.
we get this place turned around, who does your baking?
Well, our cook, for what I mean, good hearty loaves. That's about all he bakes.
You
We're
know,
more of a meat and potato kind of establishment. Nothing fancy, but if you can make some better bread than cook, then heck yeah.
I'm sure we can. Our Montgomery here is a
Could start,
fantastic baker. Maybe you could start selling some cakes or sweet pies.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we could have some brews where people get stuff, cross promotion.
Yeah. How do you like the beer? It's actually not bad.
What if we call it the
That's good.
Bruise Cruise?
You know what goes great in bread? Beer.
Yeah,
It pretty much goes great with everything. I mean,
Yeah.
it's better than that water. I mean, you get diseases from water.
absolutely.
We could even have baked goods made with beer. And that's a flavor I can get behind for breakfast.
Anyway, we'll
Right.
be here tonight. You just point them out.
Mhm.
Okay. Maybe you'll get to meet my daughter. I don't know why she's not here today. She should have been here today.
Uh-oh. That sounds
Just been missing
Disconcerting.
today.
Oh, she goes off. She's gotten in with some unsavory sorts. Kind of hard not to in this neighborhood, I guess.
I feel like she's gonna ruin things for us.
I don't know. She may need help. Who does she
Well,
get?
she's got a good head on her shoulder. She's just at that age where she's looking for a little bit more adventure than a bar can provide, I suppose. And, father, that's just a little bit too anxious about her friends.
Who's she gonna?
We had a little
Trailhead.
argument last night. I didn't expect her to be in today, to be honest.
Who's she involved with?
Oh, just some fellas from the neighborhood, I suppose.
I'll tell you what. Once we get this thing with the scuttlers sorted out, or maybe during you point us out, maybe we can get them straightened out too.
Well, if you can do that, I'd be much appreciated. I need the help around here if business picks up. Let me get that food for you.
Yeah.
It goes off. The one lone guy is still working on his pork and beans. He's kind of just staring hard at all you guys while he's shoveling food into his mouth.
There's contempt.
I'll wheel around.
No, it's more like appraisal. He's just like he's memorizing your faces, memorizing how you move, how you talk, how you walk. He's paying very close attention to you guys.
I'll just turn around to
As
him.
he serves us meat and beans.
No, this is the lone dude sitting in there.
This is
the
a
other
lone
patron.
dude, the one lone customer that was sitting in here too.
I'll swivel around like, who do you work for?
Just takes his time finishing what he's chewing, wipes off his face. Takes some coins. You notice there's some gold in it. Puts it on the table. Just walks out the door.
Oh, I follow him.
They're paying you more than I'm willing to pay you. Who's doing it?
I'm gonna follow him out.
Okay. You like intentionally and openly, or you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
wait a moment?
No,
Oh,
intentionally and openly. I'm going for
Oh yeah,
conflict.
my joke is way open. They're
Okay.
paying you way more than I'm willing to pay
He
you.
steps into the street, and almost immediately there are two town guards who you never see around. Like when you need them, they're never there. There's immediately two town guards just kind of briskly walking up from east and west on the street.
Wait, run that
One
by
of
me.
these
So like he
things.
steps out of the Dogfish onto that little alley right there that goes by Squalor Row. And as soon as he does, there's two town watchmen that are essentially waiting for him. That's just walk briskly up to him so that they're on his right and left. Not like they're going to apprehend him, like they're protecting him.
Mhm.
All right, I'll leave it.
They look at you coming out and say, "Is there a problem, sir?"
No,
Turns
it's-
around and he kind of crosses his arms and says, "I don't know. Is there a problem here?"
Now that you got guards with you, you're not gonna cause trouble for the Dogfish, are you?
I like Cook's food. I'm here often. I'd like to see it stay in business. I heard your conversation. Good luck to you.
All right, to you too. Swing by our bakery sometime. We'll set you up.
Bakery?
Yeah, we got a bakery a
I've got
couple
problems
blocks from here.
Beans, do you?
Great breads,
Mm.
great sweets, snack cakes.
I'll do that.
All right.
The carriage comes down out of the alley. Black lacquered carriage,
Yeah.
big tall wheels, two horses pulling it. He steps into the carriage, just gives you a nod, and the two guards just kind of wait until he boards. And they kind of back to him, face to you,
Mhm.
until he boards and he's off. One of the guards walks over to you guys and says, "Don't start any trouble for the highborn. We don't want that. We don't want them over here causing problems."
I agree with you. I didn't realize he was highborn. I thought he was some street gang dude.
He's the guard's actively sweating. He wipes it. It's like, no, he's some kind of food aficionado. He comes down here. There used to be some great places around here, and there's not many left. Dogfish is one of them.
You know what's going on? Is it just gangs running them out?
Yeah, I mean, we know about the gangs. There's not a lot we can do about them. Got no official charters or guilds that we can speak to kind of keep it down low enough that folks can do business. But it's not just that. A lot of the businesses are just targeted, made to go under. It's not the gangs specifically.
We'll turn that around.
Well, if it's not the gang specifically, any thoughts on that?
Hate to ask, Chuck. Your character is mouthing off a lot smarter than he might be, but give me a personality roll.
Oh yeah. I got a 9.
All right. All right. So that comes out a little less intelligent.
Yeah, that's fair.
Otherwise, it's like, well, I don't know. Could have to do with the property, could have to do with just the location. I understand that some nobles wanted to put in some establishments down this way, but we've got a lot of old families here. They've got generational claim to buildings, plots of land. I don't know. Might have something to do with that. That's a rumor.
I will turn it around.
Okay. Well, hey, sorry to make you sweat there.
So you guys have the new bakery at the end of the street.
Yeah.
You know, there used to be a potions guy who sold
Crazy
snake
old
oil
mage.
themselves.
Yeah.
I used to live there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
he
had to deal
pulls
with some
off.
of
He
his
pulls
shit.
off his helmet. You know, he's sweating a little bit. It's like, I was there when they pulled out what was left of his body.
Yeah.
Do what now? Wait, what?
How bad was it?
Had rat bites on him, huge chunks of pieces of him missing. Somebody had hollowed him out, just cut him open from crotch to throat, and just all of his innards were gone. And I guess what was left over got eaten by rats.
Yikes.
Mess.
Rough.
Somebody was trying to send a message. Never was very
well.
clear on what that message was.
We going through it, we found some shit here and there that might have to tie in with that. And luckily we're not in the same field of business as he is, so couldn't be a
Also, we're
problem.
not dead.
Well, good luck to you, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, if we can do something to bring foot traffic back, you might do a little bit better than you have. I mean, I'm just now hearing about you. How long you been open?
Couple weeks.
Oh, that's bad.
Since
Yeah.
we
That's bad.
since we last got attempted to be murdered.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's true, I guess. Maybe that's what's keeping folks away. You know, it was a pretty gruesome scene. And, he's cleared out of there, and there's been some tales in the neighborhood about thieves that have gone in there trying to steal furniture and whatnot, and not coming back out.
Yeah.
Who cares about furniture?
That was almost us.
I'm glad it worked out then.
All right. You all have a good one. See you around town. Swing in, get some get
He
something
tips
good.
his helmet to you and
Buy
walks
some
off.
pastries.
So not a lot going on tonight. I was just ending up our last module, doing the setup for this next one. Sorry, there was not a lot of action involved there, but lots of setup. We'll go into this next one next time, I guess, as we're just a few minutes away from time. Chuck, anything you got there for the Defenders you want to announce?
Yeah, over on twitch.tv/Defenders of Cobalt. You can check us out this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central. We're going to be doing some Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Friday, swing by at 10 p.m. Central. We're going to be doing some Shadowrun. And then next Saturday, I think we've got some 5th Ed D&D at 1 p.m. And then we've got the Darkest House at 9 p.m. So lots of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jeremy, you want to plug anything for the Pludcast?
Anything at the moment, I appreciate though.
Very good. Anyone else?
Just you.
Check out our Discord.
There you go. Yes, the Discord is all kinds of fun stuff. Particularly check out the frog meme page or section. Also fun.
Yeah.
Check out my own stream at twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder. We go ahead and stream on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. This Sunday is Gamma World 2nd Edition. Should be a lot of fun. Tuesdays is 1st Edition Dungeons & Dragons. Friday, BX Dungeons & Dragons. A lot of classic games getting played. And check out the podcast at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. Take us away, Chuck.
All right. Let's find the right buttons to take us away.
Push the buttons.
Do the things. Push the
Yes.
buttons.